Parenting is never easy. It's a journey filled with love, sacrifice, and tireless dedication. But amidst the sleepless nights and endless worries, some parents face challenges that are truly unthinkable. Events so disturbing they defy logic and leave scars that never fully heal. These are the kinds of stories that keep you up at night, clinging to the edges of your sanity, questioning everything you thought you knew about safety and family. Story 1: The Unseen Guest. Lorraine and Michael had just moved into their dream home, a stately Victorian house in a quiet neighborhood with their 4-year-old daughter Emily. The house needed a bit of work, but its charm, the stained glass windows, creaky wood floors, and intricate crown molding, made every inconvenience worth it. Or so they thought. It wasn't long before Emily began to act strangely. At first, she started talking to herself more often, which the couple dismissed as normal behavior. After all, Emily had always been an imaginative child. But soon, she began insisting that she wasn't talking to herself. She was talking to Mrs. Jessup. The name struck Lorraine as odd. It wasn't a name her daughter would have heard from anywhere, and when pressed, Emily described Mrs. Jessup as an old lady who wore a long black dress and smelled like flowers. At first, Lorraine tried to brush it off. An imaginary friend was hardly uncommon for kids Emily's age, but as the months passed, Emily's descriptions of Mrs. Jessup grew eerily specific. She began mentioning strange details about their house. One night during bath time, Emily pointed to the bathroom wall and said,
"Mrs. Jessup used to keep her sewing basket right there."
Another time, she asked Lorraine to move a dresser in her room, explaining,
"This is where Mrs. Jessup's big mirror used to go."
Disturbed, but not wanting to frighten their daughter, Lorraine decided to do a little digging into the house's history. She started at the local library, combing through old property records and newspapers. That's when she found it. A woman named Agatha Jessup had indeed lived in the house.